Experienced players like Casemiro and Thiago Silva, totally lost in the moment.
Let's get down, let's get down, let's do it. One more night, one more life, got this. We've had a million.
Now let's get down to business.
So let's get down, let's get down, let's do it.
For Croatia, it's penalty-saving star Dominik Livakovic in goal, with a return at left-back for Borna Sosa after feeling the effects of illness. It's Rangers' Borna Barisic who drops out. The usual experienced midfield trio with Marcelo Brozovic, the runner-in-chief. Nobody's covered more ground at this tournament. Then it's Mario Pasalic, who's been brought in on the right of attack with Andrej Kramaric playing central. The idea being that Pasalic should provide a little more assistance tracking back to deal World Cup semi-final, whilst Brazil iron ninth. And to do that, they have to stop a run of 5 successive defeats to European opposition in World Cup knockout games. And last time it was to Belgium at this... Eder Militao. Because Paquetá has lost the ball to Kovacic. And the driving run of the Chelsea man is brought to a crashing end.
Yeah, it's really good though from Croatia. Quite happy to press high up the pitch, just waiting for that moment.
Taken by Brozovic. Here's Juranovic of Celtic. Vinicius Junior. Danilo. Great Real Madrid midfield that won Champions League after Champions League. Vinicius Junior again, given time to receive and to have another go, which he does. Watched all the way. Awkward moment, but it was a late jump.
It's going to be a big plus for Brazil, that, because Perisic is really strong in the air.
That time, Paquetá. Rafinha. It did go out.
Yeah, it did. It just goes out, but that attack from...
It's a really dangerous ball. 2 had a chance. Juranovic was the first in line, and Perisic came in behind him, and neither could make proper contact.
Well, it's brilliant from Juranovic, driving from right back, just making things happen. He just...
This is tricky for Brazil. Alisson and Eder Militao with the passing to one another. Croatia corner, and Croatia... Comfortable header out for Richarlison. Modric has a lot to think about here. It's the right choice to chip in. Nobody there, though. Kept in by Neymar, and now it's Brazil's ball.
Well, they're off it, though, Brazil. Just need to wake up. They've approached this game far too casually. It's brilliant from...
Vinicius Junior. A bit of standing off now for Juranovic. It's Paquetá. It's on for the lash towards goal. Wasn't successfully hit. Nicely worked, brilliantly played. What a good block it was from Guardiola. It's Brazil's most dangerous player. Neymar wants to be. And Neymar goes in to dig out a shot, but it was as much of a pass into the gloves of Livakovic.
Well, they've just got so much talent. So many people to choose from.
Brazil have gone up a gear. Neymar missed out a gear. Up from 3rd to 5th. Guitar, it's well over Rafinha. That could have been left. Lovren decided he couldn't. That was Casemiro, and it was deflected, and it will be a Brazil. The short run. That would be a free kick for Croatia. It's Lucas Paquetá who'd made that dart out. Was guilty. Yeah. Brazil have got it away, and they will succeed further in that aim with a free kick now. Brozovic, free kick given. Oliver will not be argued with. It's Kovacic who's wanting a word, and Neymar behind the defensive line. Neymar chips it to the far end. Dealt with by Guardiol. Ivanovic is going to swing towards Alisson rather than Perisic. Vini. Wonderful film released this year, Croatia defining a nation. It's headed away from Richarlison. And Juranovic has to be careful, Vinicius Junior behind him. It tells the story of how football helped to build up. It's Richarlison who can't get through Lovren. Juranovic. Because Paquetá won it for a moment and actually fouled Modric. Brozovic. Got lost at the end.
He just kind of run out.
Neymar. Pasalic did his duty. Switched on in time to do it again. And that'll be a free kick. Down goes Vinicius Junior.
With a point at Brozovic. He's on a yellow already. It's really good from Vinicius Junior.
It's got to be Neymar. Took a little touch, I think, off the centre of that wall, and Livakovic was more than ready for it. Maybe they needed a Roberto. 8-year-old will take some replacing by Chelsea. Kramaric, forced wide, and it was Thiago Silva who was there, and he didn't have to be. The flag is up for offside. Actually, one of those reported to be in the mix to possibly take over one day. And it's only halfway, and it might not even be that. 7 of Croatia's last 8 knockout games at the World Cup and Euros have gone to... Will Neymar be pushed a little higher up in support of Richarlison? Will Brazil find their flow? They've got a free kick straight away for a Modric push. Eder Militao across, Livakovic had to react. Guardiol was very close to turning that into his own net inadvertently. Neymar loses that to Juranovic. Here's Vinicius Junior. And this is Neymar. What a good tackle. But there's a real mix-up to follow. Livakovic to the rescue. Flag to the rescue too. Chance to put it into the box now, and another chance will follow. That's where it's going. It's Perisic in the middle. Turned across by Kramaric. Flag up for offside. Scamper. He's made his way into the box. Perisic was already lying in wait. Perisic with the ball in. It was too high. The timing was so nearly right.
Yeah, it was close. I think it's Pulisic on that right-hand side.
Richarlison. Here's Neymar. And there was Livakovic. Vinicius Junior tries to keep it all going for Brazil.
Who's had their 2 biggest chances in this game, Neymar?
Now Michael Oliver, Anthony. Richarlison gets there. And there for Croatia was Dejan Lovren. I think this will just start to have a little bit more heat in it now, this game.
Better from Brazil. A bit more of what you would expect. Because you're having a lot of possession, thinking you're in control.
It's Kovacic. That's Perisic. It's nice and easy for Alisson. Eder Militao. Lovren balanced enough to get the ball away. See by the nature of the ball being thrown back quickly there that Brazil's urgency levels are increased. falls for Lucas Paquetá, it does now, but Livakovic has been up to everything that's come his way. His reactions have been razor sharp.
Yeah, he gets out really quick here. There's another fortunate one though, little deflection here.
Casemiro, that was a nice pass. Brozovic, control, then had to hurry. Wasn't quick enough.
More questions, they've had it too easy.
It's Thiago Silva's ball forward. Now Pasalic, can he go? He can. Modric. Kovacic. Was tapped on the ankle by Anthony. Rodrigo. Richarlison. Neymar! Look who's there again, rushing from his line at exactly the right moment. Bundled over. Game goes on with Casemiro. And he's picked out Rodrigo. And it's Lucas Paquetá. And it was straight at Livakovic.
Good play though. Beautiful bit of skill down this right-hand side from Anthony. Pops it through the legs here of Sosa. They keep it alive at the back post. And
Casemiro's ball in for Richarlison. He was under significant pressure from Guardiola. That was about as good as he could have done.
yeah, well, he's capable. He'll take some header from there. Croatia does get.
Casemiro just to have a shot, and he was eaten up by Petkovic. Good tracking back. Here's Anthony. Anthony's layoff. And another chance, and it's straight wide. It's going to be a corner. It's deflected wide from Adamir. Counterpart sitting just across the way from us. He's not happy. As Perisic takes it, and it comes back for Sosa. With Petkovic, Thiago Silva. And that looks so simple. That's Neymar with the lift. Pedro is stopped by Lovren.
Yeah, good spot by Lovren. I think we're at a bad run from Pedro.
Neymar. Anthony. Guardiola is there to repel the latest Brazil ball into that Croatia box. Eder Militao. Neymar. Rodrigo. Juranovic in the way. Brazil corner.
Yeah, that man there again, Juranovic.
Brozovic. Nicely collected by Rod. Anthony. We are halfway through the 4th minute of additional time. And this is Anthony. And it was Livakovic watching it oh so carefully into his clutches.
Yeah, didn't get anything on that.
In a football match, you have to dig in, get ready for the full duration. Full time, Croatia 0, Brazil 0.
Japan. They seem leggy in that game. I've not really seen that in them today. They look sharp.
That's going to be a corner. Sosa was hoping it would. That was Pedro. Neymar. Starting to drift in from the left, making some room for Danilo. Danilo's got it all wrong. Cross to Rodrigo. Danilo. Headed out by Sosa. Petkovic used his body knife. Ball in. And it's Neymar with the knock across. Didn't get the return. Juranovic was the player who stopped that Brazil move. But Croatia now. Rodrigo. It's a good-looking ball in. Not resulted in anything positive for Brazil, but it needed attacking, it needed a gamble.
It did, but there's some really good defending here as well from Sosa at the back post. Exactly what you want at this point of the game if you're a fullback like Sosa, someone like Perisic.
There's the chance there for something pretty special, but I think there was a slip. Just as Pedro tried to make the most of it, he lost his footing.
Yeah, he did.
Kovacic, it's a really useful run. Clubmate Thiago Silva stopped him in the end. He's racing back again to try and win the ball once more. Has got Petkovic moving. He doesn't move brilliantly. Oh, he's done brilliantly! What about that from Petkovic? Plays it across, and it's over the top. What a chance for Brozovic after some brilliant work by the substitute. Danilo. That's way off beam. Bar. Rodrigo returns it. Neymar, they're walking their way through. Neymar! That's what we've been waiting for! A whole lot of nothing gives way to something very special indeed. Brazil's number 10, Neymar.
Finally, one of the best players in the world turns up in this game.
Juranovic. Petkovic couldn't keep it. Modric. The one thing we do know is Croatia can play. But they'll have to play going the other way after a moment's break because it's half-time in extra time. And finally, the match lit up by the man.
Absolute pleasure to witness that.
Magical.
Live in action. I was waiting for him to do something. Did not expect that.
And you're right. That's why you don't take... Brozovic. Fired into the box in hope, really, and Fred has done the first part of what he's been asked. That's Rodrigo. And this is where Brazil might be able to open up Croatia. They've got to gamble. And Neymar was over-eager, has caught Guardiola. Modric. Brozovic. Maya stayed onside. Brought down by Petkovic. He's unable to complete the turn. Neymar. Lovren's put in a wonderful cross, looking for Budimir.
Great header. Thiago. Brilliant header. He's under quite a bit of pressure here, Thiago Silva.
Fred. Anthony. Neymar, he's barged to the floor by Petkovic. But he's only helped it onto a Croatian player. And that'll be helped onto Oršić by Vlasic. They've got 3 to aim for. Oršić pulls it across. 1-1! It's been buried by Petkovic! Brazil were all but celebrating victory. But Croatia are never, ever done.
Well, they just don't go away, this team. They've got spirit.
Modric leaves it. Maya takes it on and fancies his chances, but Alisson knows that he's going wide and he's saving his energy for the effort that he's going to have to put in shortly. In from Neymar. It's not away yet. And there is a chance, and Livakovic is ready for it. Fred, free kick Croatia. How good does...
Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Livakovic goes long, and that will do it for the 120 minutes plus. It's another one involving Croatia that's going to be sorted.
So sure about it, go to plan B, but you better have a plan B. And there's always a moment, obviously, if the goalkeeper reacts a bit too early, commits too early in a corner, then you can still change. Meanwhile, you...
Vlasic scores, and emphatically so.
Very good penalty.
A style approach, but it's a save from Livakovic, who's at it again for Croatia. And Maya scores, and he went down the middle too. And Casemiro does score. 2-1 Croatia after 2 kicks each. But it had a penalty. What pressure. What pressure on Luka Modric's shoulders. He showed no signs of any. And he scores. Up to the task. Brazil still in this. But they need a Croatian. But he's taken Croatia to the brink of the World Cup semi-final with that.
What about that for a penalty? Right in the side net.
And he hasn't done it! Croatia have yet again! They truly are a footballing miracle! Neymar left high and dry. Little bit reminiscent of